So today what we're going to do is some traditional British faggots, and they are British meatballs, originally from sort of South Wales and kind of the west of the country. For that we're going to need 500 grams of pork shoulder. We're going to need approximately 300 grams of liver, and we're then going to need some breadcrumbs. Today I'm going to be using gluten-free breadcrumbs so that we can then use that as a gluten-free dish. So this is what we need to do. To prepare the pork, what I've done is I've got the pork shoulder. I've measured that out to approximately 500 grams. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this top layer of fat off here, and that's just so chewy. That's what we'd be normally using for the for crackling, but we don't need that today, so I'm just going to cut that off, and exactly the same on this side. Please be careful when you're cutting this off with a knife, that you've got a good sharp knife, but you keep it away from your fingers. So that's the top skin of the fat taken off, which I'm just pushing to the side. I've kept as much fat as possible because I want that to go in with the faggots to give it more flavour. And then all I'm going to do is just dice this pork up. And then that's going to be put into the blender. We're going to blend that down before we then add the liver and then the seasoning. And I'm going to be using Chinese 5-spice today, or you can use mace if you've got that. So I've diced the pork now, and the pork's all going to go into the blender. With any of the fat also. And then we just pulse the blender. And we get to this kind of stage here, where we've minced that down, and then in goes my liver, all that liver in at once. I haven't cut any of the liver up because it's quite soft, so we'll be able to just blend down. At this stage here, I'm going to add my salt and pepper. Half a teaspoon of 5-spice or mace, and then I've just got my parsley that I'm putting in there. You can use mixed herbs or thyme, and then gluten-free breadcrumbs. So approximately 170 grams of breadcrumbs. And then pulse that again. And this is now the faggots made, and what we'll do is we'll turn them into balls. Okay. So what I've done is I've put some gluten-free flour down here, which will coat my hands, and then all I do is make small meatballs out of this using this mix. So this is my faggots made. And what I'm going to do is put these in the oven for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Once they're cooked, make sure they're above 75 degrees, and then you can serve that with mashed potato and a nice rich gravy, and you've got yourself some traditional British faggots.